A season has passed since the Newtown shootings, but for countless moms across the country, the memories of that day are still fresh, and the fear is still very real.
I felt like the events at Newtown could happen to me easily.
Sarah Wilson is a mom to 3 young girls. She says she fell into a depression after the Newtown shootings, and for her, there was only one way out.
I needed to find a way to empower myself about this. I needed to find a way to do something about this.
Sarah started talking to her mom friends about her feelings and found she was far from alone.
I just knew that it had been going on too long and no one was stepping up to the plate to make changes. So I felt an obligation to do something.
It's a touchy subject, I'll have to admit. Some of my family still won't talk to me about the subject. I knew it was a big step to take, but I felt like I had no choice.
But how could these moms make any real change? They started looking into it.
We ended up finding Moms Demand Action for Gun Sense, which is moms. I mean, it's moms across the country, which was a perfect fit for us.
Every day, 8 American children are killed by guns.
Moms Demand Action is a national group with chapters forming across the country in response to the Newtown shootings. Their goal is simple: convince legislators to strengthen gun laws, ban assault weapons, and require background checks for gun purchases.
I'm calling today to tell you what I want.
Across the country, moms are now calling and emailing and visiting their legislators, and it's taking many of them well outside their comfort zone.
Background checks for every gun buyer, for every gun sale. I support banning assault weapons. See how nervous I get? I get so nervous.
All the mothers that are part of this are not typically activists. Like, this is the first time we've ever done anything like this. But since it affects our children, you know, and since it affects our society so deeply right now, I feel like we're kind of motivated to do something.
As moms, we all want our kids to be safe, period. We want to know they're safe. We want to protect them. That's our role.
And that means having conversations about guns with other parents.
Whether or not you support gun control measures, you probably want to know if another parent has guns in their house before you let your kid go over to play. But asking that question can be incredibly awkward. These moms have been there, and they have some advice.
It was pretty intimidating at first. I was really nervous about it because I don't want to come across as that I'm judging them. This one family in particular, I knew they were military. I had heard them talk about guns, so I said, hey, you guys have guns in the house, right? Would you mind telling me how they're stored in your home?
No one has been offended, and people have been very open about it.
These moms say no matter what you believe about gun laws, we all have a responsibility to make sure that what happened in Newtown doesn't happen again.
Everybody can contribute, and we are all responsible. We all have to do something, even if it's 5 minutes.
For CafeMom, I'm Lindsay Ferrier.